What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 113, and we start today's episode off with a game against Werder Bremen here in the German Cup. And of course, we are the 3 times winners of this competition. 4 times winners? 3 times winners. 4 times winners? 3 times winners. I don't know. We've won it 3 or 4 times. I've forgotten. My memory is so bad. We've won it pretty much every single season other than the first one. So that means we're the 3 times winners. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's right. So anyway, what you need to know is we're the holders of this competition and have been for the past couple of years. So we take on Werder Bremen, and you know, I said before, like the German Cup, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to win it. You know, I would know that since we've won it 3 or 4 times. But it's something which I still don't really care too much about. So coming to this game, I still decided to rest the entire side. But it didn't really matter because we scored the first goal of the game pretty much directly from kickoff. But it was an own goal through the goalkeeper, and answer on a postcard here, why is he trying to control the ball in mid-air on his line? That's just shambolic, isn't it? But we take the lead here thanks to an own goal through the goalkeeper. Pretty embarrassing, to be honest. Pretty poor from the AI, and we go 1-0 up. And I was sitting there thinking, well, after the last 2 games where I was quite disappointed, you would have heard me say in the last episode, we took on Juventus, we won the game 2-0, but we played against a side who had 10 men for the entire game, and we should have scored more goals. We took on Hamburg, we had a lot of chances, we only scored once. You know, to be 1-0 up early on was a real sign of encouragement, and when Kevin Volland made it 2-0, just before the 10-minute mark, I was sitting there thinking, right, this is what I wanted to do in the last couple of games. You know, really put the sword to those 2 sides. Put the sword to Juventus, who had 10 men for the entire game. Put the sword to Hamburg, who had, you know, a weak squad, and we, you know, dominated throughout the entire game but could only score 1 goal. This is what I wanted to do in those games, and thankfully, just 10 minutes in, we are 2-0 up. So this is what I wanted to do, and thankfully, even with a backup side, we looked very, very strong in this game. It was a great start. And 12 minutes later, another good opportunity for us here as we roll the ball out. Robin gives the ball to Sebastian Young out right back here. Good opportunities. He tries to play a free ball forward towards Serge Gnabry, and he succeeds in doing so. What a ball it is. Gnabry goes forward here, and I completely messed it up. I really should have cut the ball back there. Instead, I tried to finish it myself and make up for the mistake, and I completely messed it up, and it was still 2-0. So a big mistake there with me with Gnabry. I should have made it 3-0, but it wouldn't matter because a few minutes later we did make it 3-0. Kevin Volland got played forward and added his 2nd goal of the game. Very good finish there by the man wearing the captain's armband tonight. Great ball forward, it really was, and a brilliant finish by Kevin Volland as well. So Werder Berlin 3, Werder Bremen 0, and a few minutes later another good opportunity, but Jonathan Tah's header goes wide and out for a goal kick. So still 3-0 as things stood, but looking very strong indeed. In the 41st minute, another great opportunity. Kevin Volland finds Emre Can down his right hand side, gives it off to Serge Gnabry, who was playing so well down his right hand side, causing so many problems for the Werder Bremen defenders. Emre Can cuts inside his man with the Ronaldo chop, and it's a great finish by Can. So 3 minutes and 8 seconds before the half-time mark, and Emre Can makes it Werder Berlin 4, Werder Bremen 0, as Serge Gnabry ends up polishing the wrong boot there. It's always funny when that happens. They polished the wrong boot, but yeah, great finish by Emre Can. Lovely little cut inside with a Ronaldo chop, and a great finish with the outside of his right boot as Gnabry polished his left one. Really good finish. I knew I was going to score there. I knew if I cut across the goalkeeper I'd find the far corner, and I did. So Werder Berlin 4, Werder Bremen 0, and on the stroke of half time, another really good opportunity here as Baumann, our goalkeeper, collects the ball and gives it to Serge Gnabry down his right hand side, and everything coming from Gnabry in this game. And what a great ball that is by our right midfielder. He picks out Kevin Volland, takes on the number 4, beats him with a couple of step overs, then a quick little roulette, and it's a really simple finish for Kevin Volland, who completes his hat-trick. The guy was having an absolutely monstrous game, and it was just so routine. Like, that goal was just so easy. Like, the Werder Bremen defenders just backed off, and you can't do that against a striker of Kevin Volland's capabilities. The guy can play up front, on the wing. In this game he was playing as a CAM. The guy is just too good. He will punish you if you back off him, and that's exactly what happened there. So Kevin Volland makes it 5-0 to Werder Berlin, and in the second half, would we ease off the pressure? Certainly not, because Jonathan Tah gets an assist for Yashil's goal here. 7 minutes after the restart, the corner was floated in. Tah, our centre back, flicks it on, and Yashil gets a goal as well, who, you know, hasn't really been at the races this season in the games he's played in, but he does get a nice goal here, dives in at the far post, makes it 6-0, and this is exactly what I wanted. Like, this made me really happy. You know, this was, I guess the best way of putting it is, this was the perfect response. This was exactly what we wanted, exactly what we needed. A really, really big win to, you know, and to say to recover after 2 wins against Juventus and Hamburg seems a bit silly, really, but considering how good our side is, and considering, you know, how disappointing I felt we were in those 2 games, I was really pleased to know we were 6-0 up in this game and just running riot, and it was going to be a big confidence boost for us. And in the 77th minute, we won a penalty as well. Yeah, Andre Schürrle cut inside from the left-hand side. It was, I'm not sure who it was who brought him down. Is it Felix Kroos? Yes, it was the brother of Toni Kroos. Brings him down, sticks out a lazy left leg. Schürrle wins the penalty, and he's going to take it himself. Can Andre Schürrle make it? Hertha Berlin 7, Werder Bremen 0 from the spot with 30 minutes to go. It's Schürrle against the goalkeeper, and he scores, sends him the wrong way, picks out the top corner. It's Hertha Berlin 7, Werder Bremen 0. What a fantastic game this has been. It's been everything I wanted, and I've just been absolutely fantastic with the performance so far. But with 8 minutes to go, you see Werder Bremen get on the ball here. We failed to get the ball away. Junuzovic finds his man, and it's a brilliant little passing move by Werder Bremen. And interestingly enough, the goal scorer for Werder Bremen was Lorenzen. And that was a transfer target of mine in the summer, if you can remember that far back. It was Lorenzen who got the goal, and you can see exactly why I was interested in the young striker, because that was a brilliant finish to make it 7-1. So disappointed to throw the clean sheet away, you know, no doubt about it, disappointed with that. However, at 7-1 up, we were surely going to win the game, and Sebastian Rode would add an 8th goal in the 86th minute to make it Hertha Berlin 8, Werder Bremen 1. And what a fantastic performance. I mean, like, that was just everything I wanted. It was exactly what I wanted, exactly what the team was after. And again, you know, I'll say it again, I know that the Juventus win, and I know the Hamburg wins. They weren't bad wins. They weren't bad 3 points. You can't really have a bad 3 points in my opinion, but they were subpar performances where we should have done better. So I'm glad we rectified that with a massive, massive victory against Werder Bremen, particularly with a backup side as well. That's just the most impressive thing about the whole thing. And a really, really comprehensive win, exactly what we wanted. And it gave us a lot of confidence, you know, as we came into this game against Bayern Munich here. That's exactly what we needed, a big, big confidence boost against one of the strongest sides in the league here at the Olympiastadion in the Bundesliga. And as you'll see, this year, Bayern Munich are back. You know, I really do believe that, because, you know, since we became title rivals, Bayern Munich have failed and just completely faded away. They've been shocking, they really have. But this year, they've got off to a great start. They're currently topping the table, 11 wins from 13 games and 2 draws as well. So far, 3 undefeated sides after the first 13 games. Bayern Munich, us and Stuttgart. Really great side Bayern Munich have had, and that's not a real surprise considering their fantastic lineup, and they've added to that with players such as Rodriguez as well. Really, really awesome side, and it's great to see that as well, because, you know, over the past 2 years it has been Hertha Berlin and Borussia Dortmund, and I'm not going to say it's been boring or anything, but I want to see Bayern Munich competing as well, because they're such a good side, and thankfully this year they look as though they'll be able to do that. But the first chance this game would fall in the 27th minute. Marco Reus tried to catch Courtois out here with a shot. It came back to him as well, and the header was simply saved. So a couple of easy saves really for the Belgian goalkeeper. And just past the half an hour mark, Lasogga finds Marco Reus. Reus finds his man in the centre of midfielder, Toni Kroos, the former Bayern Munich man, gives it to Sidney Sam. He gives it to another former Bayern Munich man, Boateng. He cross-fields the ball towards his man Marco Reus down his left-hand side. He's got a man on the overlap in Nico Schultz. He takes it round his man. He gets tackled, but it falls to Reus. Reus collects it. Ronaldo chops, crosses the ball in, and it is a fantastic header by Lasogga. What a fantastic header it is. He was picked out by Marco Reus. Brilliant cross after Ronaldo chop, and a great finish by Lasogga as well there. It's a brilliant cross by Reus as well, because, you know, I don't tend to cross with the wingers, Reus and Sam. I tend to cut into their preferred feet, run inside and shoot, but whenever they do cross, they're quite accurate, and that's a brilliant cross as well. Picks out Lasogga in space, gets ahead of Dante, and heads it past Courtois. So Lasogga makes it 1-0. Also breaks his drought as well, because he hasn't scored in quite a few games, and makes it 1-0. And Babacar almost made it 1 apiece here on the stroke of half time, but thankfully Manuel Neuer against his former club makes a really, really good save, and preserves his clean sheet as things stood in the first half. Keeps it at 1-0, and just past the hour mark, another chance for Bayern Munich. They cross the ball in with James Rodriguez. Dante can't win it, but it falls to Xherdan Shaqiri. He plays it back out wide towards the Colombian. Brilliant cross by Rodriguez, and the header in the centre goes just wide of Neuer's post and out for a goal kick. It's still 1-0, and the last chance before here in the 76th minutes, Rodriguez finds Thiago, but his shot goes wide, and that's how the game would finish. So a 1-0 victory against Bayern Munich, and you know, again, although this time it wasn't the best of performances, this time we can actually celebrate the win and say it was a decent performance, because it was a struggle, it was a good game, but we came through and got the 3 points we needed, and that showed really good determination and good defensive credibility. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon.